Konnichiwa, this is Sakura, and you're watching PokeCast. Today's comic book review is Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, Volume 2, Human Relations. Now first off, let's get through the information. This is Volume 2 of the Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. This was released November 1st, 1995 by SLG, and this was created by, I hate trying to say his name, Jhonen Vasquez. I would say his name. The creator of Invader Zim. We just say that. Okay. I know you guys have already seen it, but I have to just reiterate this one. This comic book is what I would rate at a 16 plus for blood and gore, extreme violence, strong language, questionable things, definitely. Basically, this comic book is not for kids. So if you're wondering about that, wondering if it was for kids and all, this comic book is not for kids. This is for definitely an older audience. Especially, I guess, if you like the movies like Saw or any of those type of movies, you're definitely going to like this one. Now, I think it makes this interesting is that, yes, this is the same creator that did Invader Zim. And it's amazing to see that and then this. So, yes, it's this one. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, Volume 2. So, what is the comic about? We go on the adventures. I don't know if that's the right word. We get to see the life of Johnny C, or as he likes to be called, Knee. Double N with a Y. And we also get to see various other comics in here that are quite interesting. I mean, we do get to see a Happy Noodle Boy comic in here, and then the other one, let me just go on the name. Wobbly Headed Bob. Yes, that's his name. So, what makes this one a fun one to read? And of course, I'm doing it in Christmas. I'm going to do Homicidal Maniac during Christmas. Sorry, I for some reason I picked this one up, read it, and it's like, I should do a review on it. So yes, wrong season, but one of those comics which are uniquely good. It's weird. You have to read it and to be able to see what I mean by how he's able to still make you laugh at times. Yeah. I'll try to explain it. So basically, the stories in here. Well, I'm just going to go through each of them. The first story is about, Johnny has picked up this guy at random, and the guy's all being nice to Johnny, like, hey, here's this, maybe we can be friends, you really don't have to kill me, mate. We could be really good friends, everything. And Johnny's just like, with people in your situation, usually they're a little bit crazy or screaming or in pain. But you are okay with this. Why? Why are you like this? I'd like to know. And, they get into a nice little conversation, enjoying the conversation. And then in the end, we are friends. This is great. Good. That means you can let me go. No. I can't do that. Fortunately, I need your blood. Otherwise, what can I do without it? I need it. And, it goes from there. And, of course, as most people end up in Johnny's care, he ends up dying. But it's unique because these machines Johnny likes to use sometimes were before the Saw movies came out, and it's probably where they got some of the ideas. So that's the first story about Johnny making a new friend. briefly. The next one, of course, is a quick little one, which is the wobbly-headed Bob, where this girl walks up and it's like, Bob, you're so lovely. I love you. And of course, Bob being this person who has to explain away things. Very analytical, I guess, or he just likes to say things, but it's like, let's see, where is it? Helicopter. Okay. Let's see, where is it? I see, and I want to be with you. Your pathetic decision flatters me. How open you are in exposing your difficult and easy misled mind. It's like, come on, mate. The girl just said she loves you, and because you just have to know him. He just starts talking and everything until eventually the poor girl is just like terrified. Her brain has expanded. She has been given knowledge. Well, I guess not. You consider knowledge, and runs away in fear, leaving Bob to be alone. I know, weird, right? Okay. Meanwhile, somewhere else, as the title of this one is, we get to meet Devi. Devi is... Well, let's be frank. Devi's the only girl, or person I should say, that has been in Jhonen's house that has lived. And even got her own comic series, I Feel Sick, which is great. Talk about the worst date you could ever have. She's ecstatic. She's found this other goth guy that is perfect for her. They're having so much fun, and then his stomach doesn't feel good, and it's come. Ragnaros has come in the form of bad indigestion. This poor mate tries to run over, stops, because it's just like, that was no fart. That was even worse. Diarrhea has finally claimed another victim. And it goes on to there, you get to see their dates continuing to aspire out of control to where there is literally no chance, and he doesn't make it to the bathroom, and the date is over. But it's funny reading it because of all the craziness that it just goes forth. It's hilarious to see that. The next little one that they have in there is another little thing. He is so angry where you actually get to see, this is where it gets creepy, but that's how it is, where you actually get to see different people, and Johnny's all explaining about like different people handle this situation of torture or isolation in different ways. You have the blur, you have the sweating, you have the screaming, the crying, the human, the drama. Oh yes, so many different ways to see, so many different ways to examine and everything. I mean, it's pretty dark. I mean, it's a seriously messed up comic, and we get to see how Johnny handles each and every person in a sense of how he's trying to do it. Then we get to see the one thing that even more messed up, where the next story is about what's it called? Happy Thoughts. Right, I actually have to turn it upside down to even read the title. Joni is with this gal. She's one of those stupid rich girls or cheerleader girls or whatever girl you want to call them, that the minute they see something that they disapprove of, it's just, oh my gosh, look at that guy. You think he looks so stupid? Oh, I can't believe, shh, he can hear us. That type of person. The person we really hate, Unfortunately, she had to laugh at Johnny C. Which then he takes her hostage and commences with his conversation of, why did you laugh at me? Why? And then eventually goes to a sad ending for the rich girl who learned the hard way. Sometimes you never know. You might be laughing at a psychotic and very dangerous person who doesn't like it when you laugh at them. I mean, what can I say? I know. Why do I like this? I know it's nuts. Okay, the next story, of course, is where we actually get to see Devi and Johnny on their first date, where they've been enjoying it, and this is an important part because this is where it really defines her character, because you have Johnny and Devi who are just like, Johnny's, well, why did you ask me of all people out? Well, Johnny, it's because I like you. And of course Johnny's just like, happiness, such a rare occasion, happiness, an emotion I don't really have, yet always ends in a dramatic thing afterwards. Runs into his room, starts talking to Mr. Eve and the psycho doughboy. Yes, those are. And he's just going on about how, yes, love is here, love is with me, happiness is finally mine. I have to, in case this moment in time has to stop, has to be remembered, has to be frozen in time. Shing shing, grabs out two big old knives and commits to try and kill her, which she does escape and everything, but leaves Johnny there. After that, moving on to the next story, we have another Bob one, where this guy's just like, Mr. Bob, I'm in love, and after Bob talks about how it can't be true, love is mainly just an emotion of a saddened game that we play that will end only in tragedy. Seriously, this Bob character is more crazy in my opinion than Johnny C is. Eventually, it doesn't end well, and he walks away wondering why the poor man ended his life thinking that love is useless. Yeah. Yes, this is from the guy who made Invader Zim. Right, here's probably one of the ones that are just, in my opinion, one of the funniest ones. I don't know why, it just makes me laugh every time I hit it. Johnny has got the cravings. He runs over to the 24/7 Quickie Mart and runs in. He wants that, and this one, the ices are called brain freezies. And it comes in peanuts, cherry, and ham. I'm not going to ask. But anyway, he runs in. What's wrong with your machine, sir? Oh, after 2 a.m. we turn it off. But I wanted one. Are you going to deprive me of my brain freezy? Jumps over. The guy's like, dude, I have a gun. You mean this one? Lovely, isn't it? Now, why would you do that? Don't worry, dude. Don't kill me. I'll give you a free one. No, the moment is past. Therefore, the moment now is no longer but a sad memory, and I shall never have that moment again. Eventually, everything goes, Johnny ends up killing him, and he's just like, ooh, I love those! Yes, and runs over to grab something to eat. Then we have Happy Noodle Boy, the final real story in here. I have no idea how to even explain the Happy Noodle Boy. I mean, I've done it the best I can to explain all the other ones. Happy Noodle Boy is just chaos. I mean, Happy Noodle Boy is actually in the comic written by Johnny C. So it's Johnny C's inner persona of craziness coming out as a Noodle Boy, I guess. And just, I don't know. Gets attacked by lions after riding a pig. They're abducted by aliens and thrown out of the alien thing because the aliens think he's too crazy, and it ends. No, I'm not making this up. That's exactly how it goes. But yeah, that's basically the comic right there. And yeah, that's Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, Volume 2. And I mean, yeah. like I said, it's a good read if you like horror flicks and stuff like that. And there's some really good comedy in there, but it's extremely dark and definitely not for kids. It's one of those. It's probably the darkest comic I actually have, but because of the humor he does, it's one of those things where you're drawn to it because of how whacked out it is. So yeah, for any of you out there who are looking for a really dark humor comic to read, and you liked Invader Zim, this is probably one to look into, especially if you don't mind, you know, the Saw movies or any other type of movie which involves dismemberment and all that, because there's gonna be a lot of it in there, but it gets fun and good all at the same time. And then sometimes you're just like, what is going on here? But yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this review of Jhonen, the Homicidal Maniac Volume 2, Human Relations. Definitely a weird one to look into, but there's only 7 out there. I highly recommend to pick them up and just check it out. But be warned, as I've said, you have to enjoy that type of stuff. And for some reason, like I said, I just like his humor. And the comic itself is fun to read if you don't mind that. Yeah, so definitely, especially your parents out there who are like, well, what should I not buy from a kid? Well, I don't know, maybe this one. You know, it's not for a 5-year-old. You do not want to get this for a 5-year-old. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. T. Sakura saying ciao and sayonara.